This is CFO Career Accelerator, presented by CFO Intelligence, with your host, Andrew Zezas. Expert guidance on accelerating your career, managing transitions, and serving great companies. And now, here's your host, Andrew Zezas.
Hello, and welcome to CFO Career Accelerator, where we bring career insights and strategies to CFOs at middle market and enterprise companies to enhance their careers, minimize transitions, and contribute to their company's growth. I'm your host, Andrew Zezas. During each show, I'll share one idea, one thought, or one focus as part of an overall discussion intended to accelerate your CFO career. Let me take you back to 1976, a high school in central New Jersey. In the 1970s, one of the popular sayings was sex, drugs, and rock and roll. I was 14 years old and was only into the rock and roll part, but was curious about one of the others. As I was walking through the halls of my high school, I saw a large poster on the wall. At the top of that poster, in large, bright letters with an exclamation point at the end, was the word sex. The other part of that popular saying in which I was interested at 14 years old. Since I hadn't had any and was very curious, I made a beeline to that poster. Here I was, 14 years old, about to learn for the first time about sex. I approached the poster, eager to learn, and began to read the fine print. It read, "This poster has nothing to do with sex. Support the band, buy a cupcake at the bake sale on Friday." Darn. Well, I learned nothing about sex, but I did learn one of my earliest lessons about promotion and communications, the power of headlines, and when well crafted, how they can grab our attention and draw us into the deeper story. Now, remember newspapers? Remember how their headlines were always in huge, bold print at the top of the front page? Newspapers competed against one another and designed their headlines to draw us to their paper over those of their competitors. The story details were always below or inside, but the headline was the visual grabber, the text that piqued our interest, caused us to pick up that paper, buy it, and read the story. Headlines are intended to grab attention, to let the reader know that there's something interesting, something exciting, or something unique in the story. Like the text at the top of that poster in my high school in 1976, your promotional documents, your resume, your business card, your emails, and other correspondence should all contain your headline. A short, descriptive set of text designed to draw the reader into your story, to draw them toward you, and ultimately to hire you. Most resumes I see don't have headlines. They say something like accomplished executive in blah, blah, blah. So what? Does that grab your attention? Is that a headline? Does that draw you into the story? If you've been a CFO for more than a week, you do have a headline. Heck, you likely have many. But have you crafted a great headline? Are you using a headline? Certainly your headline should be appropriate, not flashy, always honest, and in keeping with your executive style and that of the CFO role you seek. So, have you crafted your attention-grabbing headline? Are you grabbing the attention of those who will see your resume, your business card, your emails, alongside of those of many of your competitors? Are you drawing in those people, the people who might hire you, to read your story before they read the stories of those you'll compete with? What's your headline? Have you written it? Are you using it? Tune in next week when I'll share my views on the question of branding yourself. Are your skills truly transferable? Thanks for watching. This is Andrew Zezas for CFO Intelligence and CFO Career Accelerator.
Thanks for joining us on CFO Career Accelerator, presented by CFO Intelligence with host Andrew Zezas. If how you serve your company and your career would be enhanced by connecting with peer CFOs from around the country, visit CFOintel.com to explore the benefits of becoming a CFO Intelligence member. While you're there, subscribe to CFO Intelligence magazine. Take the CFO Business Sentiment Survey. Arrange to attend exclusive CFO events and explore our other CFO-focused podcast series, CFOs in Motion and Driving Opportunity, Your Company's Real Estate. Visit CFOintel.com. That's CFOintel.com. Remember to subscribe to this podcast series on Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen to podcasts. This has been CFO Career Accelerator, presented by CFO Intelligence with your host, Andrew Zezas. We'll see you next time. The opinions and views presented on this podcast by Andrew Zezas are his own and may not be relied upon as fact. The opinions and views of others who appear on this show are their own as well, and may not be relied upon as fact or for any other purpose. Opinions and views and other information are provided for general information and educational purposes only.